What's going on, guys? Prodigy here, back again with an everything wrong with Yu-Gi-Oh episode. Now, I've been wanting to say that for a long time, because I've been wanting to make videos, I really have. But, with how things have been for the past 5 months, with me trying to complete my last semester of college, it left me with pretty much no time for anything that was, fun, enjoyable, or just all around not work-related or programming related, because if I sacrificed any time that was not on those things, I would get reprimanded. Reprimanded by not only my boss, but I would also fall back on my programming work, which was imperative that I didn't. And I can go on for a long time on what exactly I had to do for my 3 courses, but just to shorten this little explanation in the beginning, I'll have a detailed description, little story, if you will, in the comments. You can read that if you care about it, especially if you're a programmer. Maybe you can pick up a little bit of tips and maybe the pain, the joy that you may encounter on your programming paths. And without further ado, let's get the first episode of 2022 underway. Cheater and Kaiba versus Lumis and Umbra. I say cheater, I meant Yugi.
Sitting down, Serenity, because your big brother has some pretty big news.
You made it to the Battle City Finals.
Wait, how'd you guess, sis? Did Tristan tell you?
There's also the inescapable fact you were just the absolute UNIT, Joey boy.
The doctor said I could take the bandages off tonight.
That's great! So it sounds like you can come home. I'll send someone over to pick you up right away.
Alright, sis. I'll send someone to pick you up right away.
Later, Joey!
Yeah, Tristan!
Alright!
Joey! Joey! Easy with the technology, you spaz!
Sorry, but Serenity takes the bandages off tonight.
It's been almost 5 or 6 months since I've last done this, and Joey is just the greatest and always will be.
I just need someone to go pick her up. Someone I can really depend on. But where am I gonna find someone on such short notice?
I knew it. Tristan's spiky hair boner is simply too strong to withstand his sick fantasies.
I'll go and get her, you dimwit!
On a side note, what is this maneuver that anime people like to use? Just looks really odd. Tristan runs like this. The amount of questions I have exceeds 9,000.
I just found him lying on the ground.
He doesn't look so good.
I tried to take care of his injuries. You know him? He hasn't said a word since I found him.
We're buddies.
So nobody has a question about Merrick's identity? Like, hey, who are you? Why do you have our friend? And if he really was just on the ground, why did you decide to just pick him up and drag him instead of calling for, medical assistance? And how in Ra's name did you just so happen to blunder into us, his only friends? Shenanigans. Shenanigans!
See you later, Mr.
Feel
Moto!
better, Bakura.
My friends are in a great deal of danger, Kaiba.
Relax, Yugi, your friends are here.
Really? How can you be certain?
Oh my god, this is such bullshit. How do you not see them? I get these lads need to duel Lumis and Umbra, but if they had just a little bit of peripheral vision, they would have seen them there. Also, how did they not hear Taya or Joey?
Is that a dual disc on your arm?
Yes, but I'm afraid I'm not much of a duelist.
I love how there is absolutely zero transition from Merrick getting his dual disc because he showed up without it and then just sprouted from his wrist like a cancer.
You're not challenging me to a duel, are you, Joey?
I don't have to duel, because I already qualified for the finals, Namu.
Wow, impressive. You must be good. Maybe you could give me some tips one day.
Okay, Namu, you asked for it. First order of business, change your shirt. The crop top does not allow you to get the full flexibility to draw your cards with the Brooklyn Rage. Remember this, Namu. Cards are drawn from the arms, not the weird Egyptian belly.
Obtaining Obelisk the Tormentor from Kaiba will be simple.
And winning Slifer the Sky Dragon from Yugi will be equally as effortless.
I guess Lumis and Umbra have the ability to speak telepathically.
Don't underestimate the power of these Egyptian god cards, you fools!
Also, who's underestimating? Lumis and Umbra have masked beast Des Guardius. This freaking 3300 attack point idiot beats over Blue Eyes, barely dies to Obelisk, and even if it does, it can simply suck up the god that just killed it. Throughout this entire mugging, there was evidently no good Samaritans, police, or even a damn mall cop to stop this. Also, what the hell, Joey? Season 1 had me to believe that you could take down 10 plus people, so what is this nonsense? The whacked out Zane actually took you out? Blasphemy of the highest order. Also, you don't have to be super observant and know about the series to understand that this scene has been heavily censored. Before the Rare Hunters actually grabbed onto Merrick, they actually gave Joey a surprise sucker punch. Like, he got clocked. And then they started kicking on Merrick and, like, destroying him as well. Not only that, but, really disappointing, they snipped out this scene of Joey actually putting up a fight and getting some guys with some heavy haymakers. I mean, look at this. Look at this freaking beast. Look at this Brooklyn beast. But they still left in the Taya choking scene because I guess they needed to imply it there was a kidnapping somehow.
You heard her. Lay off.
Hello, Taya, are you there? Hello?
Yugi, help!
Taya, where are you?
No!
You're gonna pay for that.
Looks like your friend won't find you now.
I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want. If you're looking for cards, I'll tell you I don't have trades. But what I do have are a very particular set of skills. One in particular will never be fixed. If you give me back my friends now, that'll be the end of it. I will not look for you. I will not pursue you. But if you don't, I will look for you. I will find you. And I will duel you. Good luck. What was that?
There he is.
Hey, who are you?
How are these guys everywhere? In a moment's notice, they've managed to wreck main man Joey, fulfill some freak's dream, relocate Yugi's friends, and then respawn here with Odeon to take Mokuba.
There they are.
Yes, and it's time to lure them to the chosen dueling location. I'll be back.
Well, I guess now we know how these rare hunters get around so fast. They're all freaks of nature who can fly, do acrobatics, and parkour like an anime ninja through any obstacle.
Big brother! Help me, Zeto!
Okay, this is very messed up, but they seriously just tied up Mokuba to this helicopter and started flying around buildings.
I'll see you both shortly. Remember, gentlemen, meet us on the roof.
This man is just freaking hopping up these buildings like it's nothing. This man is unstoppable. How is... what?
I am Lumis.
I am Umbra.
You defeated us once before, but I assure you, you won't be so lucky in this duel.
Loomis is actually right here because it's statistically impossible for Kevin to top deck the 9 cards he needed last time to bring out 5 of his biggest beaters consecutively for the OTK. The double OTK, rather.
The very surface on which we stand is a divider between our world and the dreaded Shadow Realm. Each duelist's life points will be displayed in the magic shadow box.
Unfortunately, that's not a magic shadow box. It's actually a mother-loving bomb. Yes, Lumis and Umbra went full terrorist and planted freaking explosives in this building for this duel. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is no joke.
When your life points reach 0, the surface below you will be destroyed, opening up a vortex that leads directly to the Shadow Realm.
Or, in other, more eloquent words, lose and you fall to your death, then we're recovering the god cards from your splattered corpses, and I'm awarding this one with sins equal to the number of words Loomis used to explain this cockamamie nonsense.
According to Battle City rules, your rules, when we win, we take your Egyptian god cards. Ready?
Well, yeah, but how are you gonna collect the cards when everything is going to be blown to smithereens? And how would you recover them if that was really a Shadow Realm thing? Like, wouldn't the cards go with them? This is such bullshit, man.
Accepting our challenge was a huge mistake.
Well, it's not like they were given a choice, eh?
Behold, you've just triggered my trap card, Mask of Restrict. With this on the field, you two can't win. That's because as long as my Mask of Restrict card remains in play, neither of you can sacrifice your monsters.
There's no way we can win with weak monsters!
Yugi shaking with absolute rage after having Lumis counter him with Mask of Restrict is funnier than it should be. The man looks like a freaking chihuahua.
I'll place one card face down, and then I will summon Kaiba in defense mode.
Two things. One, he said that backwards.
Place one card face down.
And two, Kaiba in defense? Keep that good boy in your hand, Yugi. The discard effect is too good.
Then there's your monster, Kaiba, but your face-down card could be a trap.
Not to worry, Umbra. Attack! I've got us covered.
Excellent.
They have mics in their masks. That's cool, but what's so wrong with just saying that at normal volume? You have the most bull counter trap I've ever seen in my days. You've pretty much on them already. Not counting Solemn Judgment because that's a real card.
My counter trap card is triggered whenever you play a trap card. It automatically transfers your card's effect back to your monster. Prepare to lose your monster and almost half your life points. I've activated my magic card, Ring of Defense. It will protect my life points from any damage. Nice try.
Why, thank you, but I'm afraid your Ring of Defense won't be helping you, Kaiba.
Why not?
Because I activate this, my Spell Transfer Magic card. It transfers your card's effects to me.
I'm glad Umbra managed to out Kaiba's almighty Ring of Destruction and Ring of Defense combo because the only person who did it the best was indubitably Chaz Princeton. Chaz it up! Chaz it up! Chaz it up! Chaz it up!
Time to wipe out the rest of your life points. Shining Abyss, attack now! Say hello to the Shadow Realm!
Well, Kaiba's dead. Yugi actually does suck because he could have discarded Kaiba to negate the damage just then. Good job, King of Games. Which is really just one game.
I'm kind of nervous about the whole thing, and I'm not sure if I can do it.
Do what? See? It is not hard to see. Especially a few days after a procedure to help you do just that.
Bakura, are you asleep?
Kinda perplexed why they accepted Bakura into this hospital and even bandaged up his arm when there was nothing wrong with it and are now hooking him up intravenously. Like, what the hell?
It multiplied my Kaiba. Now your monster's attack won't affect my teammate.
Your furballs won't be around for too long.
Umbra has no clue what nonsense is built into this Kaiba multiply combo in this anime. You basically become an impregnable fortress of these little guys who are apparently fiends. These f***ers withstood neutron blast attacks. Do you know what a neutron is? It has no charge, which is like saying it has no soul. Do you want to get blasted by something that has no soul? Answer me now, damn it! So is this what Teo looks like after Yugi's done?
Another mask. Behold! My mask of dispel! So I'm afraid your Kaiba army will be reduced back down to one. This was even easier than I thought.
Yugi, please, you are shaking far too much. This is a shopping mall. Must I go down there to get you a blanket, cup of coffee, or even maybe, Shirley Temple to calm you down?
With this in play, you lose 500 more life points every turn.
While Mask of Dispel actually does burn for 500, it doesn't negate the effects of a spell.
I were to activate card destruction, each duelist would have to throw out all their cards and redraw an entirely new hand. But wait! If Kaiba has a plan to beat them and I force him to get rid of his entire hand, I could ruin his plan!
What are you waiting for? You couldn't possibly make things any worse than you already have, Yugi. Thanks to you, the cards we're holding are absolutely useless. In fact, I have a card in my hand that could win this game for us, but due to your sloppy dueling, I can't summon it to the field. It's better off in the graveyard.
It sounds like Kaiba wants to discard his hand!
I place one card face down, and that will end my turn.
So, no hand destruction? After all that, you didn't go through with it. Probably setting up for some yuppies just gonna quick play use the thing!
Now I'll send my hand to the graveyard. Did your partner force you to give up any cards you needed? Actually, what just happened is quite the opposite, Rare Hunter. Without the ability to sacrifice, I wasn't able to summon the monster in my hand. But now I can. Watch closely. Reveal Monster Reborn!
So, Kaiba was running Brick Eye's Useless Dragon just now and drew his new cards, and Monster Reborn just so happened to be at the top. This is what gets me. Why do these people act like they planned this from the very start when they could have just not drawn that? Especially when there's like 30 other cards he could have drawn that are not Monster Reborn. Horrible villain laugh of villainy. Wound the bar. Now Lumis and Umbra are shaking like they're about to have a stroke. And on a side note, Lumis and Umbra have some serious lopsided eyes going on, like Dr. Engine or something, because the masked eye is seemingly big enough to fully cover the eye hole, whilst the other one is more beady than a dried up raisin. Cameraman, you're getting very close. Cameraman, social distancing, you're getting very close. I think you're verging on a little too close.
For now, you are to keep quiet and do what you're told to do.
Or what? You rare hunters think you're so tough, don't you? Running around in your dark hoods? Why don't you untie me from this chair and I'll show you what being a tough guy's all about, you tattoo-faced freak of nature?
Joey is speaking my mind when there was a heavier Odeon Trap Nui meta in Duel Links. It's so painful because all I hear is Odeon saying those god-awful words.
Judgment reigns upon you!
Real-life Minecraft! Oh geez, I seriously just called an anime real life. I am indeed merging with Yu-Gi-Oh, ladies and gentlemen.
Come on, let's go, Taya. I'll stay.
Why would you stay? This would be like if some Somali pirates captured you, but instead of escaping through an escape route, you'd say, f it, I heard one of them say they had a soda machine here. What is this bullshit? This room didn't seem that tall before, but now it's like they're Josephu and Caesar trying to scale the pillar that Lisa dumped gallons and gallons of lube on.
Mask of weakness!
What is that?
The Blue Eyes Boner Neck's head is too small for the mask, and I guess putting the mask on its stomach was the next best choice.
Mystical Ref Panel takes the power of your magic card and transfers it to Kaiba's Dragon, which raises its attack points by 1,000. Your monster has been destroyed.
Lumis, look what you've just done!
What do you mean, what I've done?
Because of you, I'm down to 2,000 life points! So that's what I mean!
Oh yeah? You're blaming me for that?
How funny that these two tag teams of Lumis and Umbra and Yugi and Kaiba have it so that the taller one ends up blaming the shorter one for things. Didn't know they stacked whiny this high.
If Lumis foils my plans again, Kaiba's dragon will destroy me!
What was that? No, what actually was that random explosion? I get that he said that Kaiba's dragon would destroy him, but this explosion leads me to believe that this is a remnant from the explosives that has been censored out in this episode. You can't get this past me, 4Kids, even though I'm just banking on my guess, and since I'm too lazy to actually research it.
Yes, Lumis, don't you wonder what would have happened had my Blue Eyes White Dragon attacked you instead of Umbra? Would he have protected you with his magic card? Or would he have let you lose? That's the danger in depending on someone else to help you when the reality is there's only one person you can trust. Yourself.
Kaiba is kinda right here, because having to work in a team, especially in school, sucks Soggy the Dark Clown's funny balls.
He noticed that Lumis and Umbra were beginning to doubt one another's loyalty, so he's taking advantage of that.
Yeah, that's definitely what I did, Yugi. I said it so convincingly, it's as if I almost meant it. Oh wait, I did.
When you updated me on Joey's duels, you helped give me the courage that I needed.
It's been many moons since I've last recorded these, but I still remember that half of the updates were lies to spare your feelings, you twit.
Going through all the trouble to bring me to Battle City.
There's nothing else I'd rather be doing right now, Serenity.
Wow, I feel like the luckiest person in the world to have a friend as awesome as you, Tristan.
Did she say friend? Oh man, I'm stuck in the friend zone!
That segment was a lengthy "Your Friend Zone, bro" scene, and it was terrific.
Now I'll draw. The magic card, Pot of Greed. Thanks to this card, I can now draw 2 new cards from my deck.
So glad that Lumis explained what Pot of Greed does, because it's a blasted riddle at this point as to what this forbidden piece of Yu-Gi-Oh! Meme material and scripture is even trying to say.
My hand doesn't look very promising. And with no monsters on the field and the pending threat of a Blue Eyes attack, I'm in no position to have weak cards.
Hey, for once a Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist drew suboptimally. Usually they would draw into 2 more of these p***s.
I'll activate Card Exchange! Playing this card allows me to exchange my entire hand with that of any other duelist on the field. And I choose you, Umbra! If you're not going to use your cards to help me, then I'll simply take them. According to the rules, we swap hands, so give me all of your cards now.
Here.
Remember, kids, stealing is bad. It's never right to grab or steal something from your friends. Instead, you should use this card to make them forcibly hand it over to you.
And if the chooser selects my third card, I'll be able to summon an all-powerful monster to the field without having to sacrifice a weaker monster first.
He's talking about Mass Beast Desgardius, but what is just exceedingly strange to me is how these two opted to get out the ritual Mass Beast instead of Desgardius. Especially when this thing is a piece of shit beat stick, and this thing is a monster who can destroy Kaiba and Yugi's rectum in a fraction of a second.
And don't forget what happens when your life points reach 0! Your shadow box will destroy the surface below you and send you plunging into the shadow realm for eternity!
Oh yeah, just like when Isis uses those Shadow Realm vests that, upon hitting a release switch, sends everyone in a 10 meter to 20 meter radius to the Shadow Realm. It's so gruesome and brutal that you even mistake it for an explosion, but don't trust me, Shadow Realm.
But don't you think lying to children across America is kind of wrong morally and counterintuitive?
Editing prodigy, you shut up! For all they know, the kids of America don't even think there's wars. They only think there's card games and lands where people go when they die.
Now the time has come for me to decide which one of you pathetic nitwits to attack with Desgardius. I choose you, Yugi Moto.
While I agree we have to destroy Yugi, leaving Kaiba's Blue Eyes White Dragon on the field would be an extremely foolish mistake.
No, it's my move and I choose Yugi.
The obvious choice here being is to just kill Yugi Boy immediately, because he'd literally be a goner. The man played Alpha in attack mode. He deserves to die for that. Then, after Yugi Boy's explosion splattery death, you can finish off Kaiba's Brick Eyes deck because he'll probably just top deck another useless dragon, let's be honest here. Just like me whenever I play Blue Eyes and Duel Links.
Only a coward would take the easy way out, instead of flexing his muscles and attacking my monster.
Kaiba must be trying to save me.
All right, there's been a change in plans. Desgardius, destroy Kaiba's Blue Eyes.
This bluff works, and that's double the sins.
Monster transform!
Transform? What?
Yes! All three creatures will now transform into one mighty warrior with triple the attack strength!
Go Power Rangers! What? Is this a localization error or something? Because Kaiba has the Rabid Horseman in his hand. Does the fusion deck not exist?
Valkyrian, the Magna Warrior! Attack their monster! Now!
Yugi actually attacked, and now Valkyrian has been given the good suck by Mass Beast Desgardius. Good job, Yugi Boy. Now you're the one who's never gonna get the good suck. Because you're about to get blown to Kingdom Come, you spike here in about 3, 2, 1!
You may have destroyed my beast, Yugi, but you've also activated its special ability. Valkyrian the Magna Warrior belongs to me now!
Excellent work!
Thank you!
Look at Umbra's field. Bare as a baby's bottom. Why didn't he just directo attaku Umbra? Umbra's eyes looking a little off-center there.
Master Raid! With this magic card in play, I'm able to control one of Lumis's monsters as if it were my monster!
Oh my raw obelisk and Slifer! Umbra can't use his teammate's card. He needs this Donkey Balls card to use it.
And destroy your former master Yugi! Goodbye!
Reveal my face-down card, Diffusion! It will break down your monster into its 3 separate parts and destroy your mask!
Oh my Crimson Nova, the Dark Cubic Lord! He used Diffusion to split apart a monster that's not even a f***ing fusion monster! No. I don't have to stand for this. I don't have to stand for it. It's too much. It's simply too much. It's 4 episodes of nonsense. Okay, I'm back.
Behold my Egyptian god card.
Not quite. As long as my mask of restrict is in effect, you can't summon it. You would have to sacrifice 3 monsters, and my mask prevents that.
Wrong. Your mask only stops me from sacrificing my own monsters. But I plan to sacrifice your monsters instead, Lumis. I activate the magic card Soul Exchange.
Kaiba, you goon. The Mask of Restrict stops tributes, period. Not even Merrick's almighty lava golem should be able to work here.
Hey,
Hey, Umbra, are you alright?
He's fine for now, but thanks to my Egyptian god card, his life points don't look so good. Seems like you've fallen victim to your own trap, rare hunters.
When my life point counter reaches 0, I'll plunge into the Shadow Realm!
Luckily they chose to duel above this small that has a column large enough to accommodate a freaking parachute. You can just imagine that conversation.
Hey Umbra, have you given any thought as to where we should lure Yugi and Kaiba for our tag duel? Because I was considering the Barnes & Noble besides the Applebee's down the street so we can get some drinks and booster packs after we steal their Egyptian gods.
While I am in love with the idea of Applebee's after our duel, I scouted a fantastic 50-story tall building. This building is a mall, Lumis, so we can go ahead and just go down to the lower level afterwards for some drinks.
And where exactly would we be holding this duel?
On the roof, there's a stupidly huge glass floor where we can plant explosives, and whichever player gets their life points down to 0 falls through, and will land in a splattery death on the ground. Don't you see, Lumis? We can get rid of Kaiba and Yugi permanently.
While I agree with getting rid of Yugi and Kaiba permanently, what'll that do for us if our life points drop to 0?
Thought you'd ask about that, Lumis, and that's why this mall is perfect. You see, there is a column that is large enough to accommodate a parachute, so we can have him under our robes so that we can pull the cord if the duel goes sour.
Ah, that's a good idea, Umbra. I think I'm gonna suck your...
Also, we know that Umbra was going to just fall to his death, but even if we're going for 4Kids logic, was this parachute just an anti-Shadow Realm backpack?
Come back, please! You can't leave me here! Too late for that.
Yugi looks remarkably swell after someone supposedly died just now.
Teamwork is for Boy Scouts and nursery schools, Yugi. I can win this duel and save my brother without your help.
If he keeps up this selfish attitude, we'll lose this duel and be transported to the Shadow Realm.
I defeated these 2 rare hunters on my own before, and I can do it again. I don't need you telling me how to duel, Yugi. So you can forget the old teamwork speech. Got it? Who needs it? Zip it, Yugi. I know what's going on, and I don't need your advice. I realize your magic card saved my life points, but next time I'll do it myself.
And if you don't protect me the same way, I may not be around to save you again.
Then good riddance. I'll wipe them both out by myself. You couldn't possibly make things any worse than you already have, Yugi. Give it a rest. There's one reason I helped you, so I could win. Thanks to my superior skills, you're finished. Don't tell me you're still stuck on this teamwork thing, Yugi. It's getting a little old. Listen up, here's the deal. I'll win this duel on my own. And if it's convenient for me, I might help you. But don't mistake that for teamwork or you'll be very disappointed. I'm in this from Mokuba. Is this some sort of trick? Why would Yugi tell me to attack a monster that's stronger than mine? I smell a rat. Yugi's trying to take all the glory for defeating their creature, but it was my blue eyes that did all the work, and we'll win this duel thanks to me. Yugi helped me again! There's nothing I hate more than depending on someone else for my victory. That's the danger in depending on someone else to help you when the reality is there's only one person you can trust. Yourself. Part of the cards. Who needs it? I don't like depending on anyone but myself.
What is that thing you people do when you're about to assassinate an infidel?
Ah, you mean this?
Oh, John, yes, I love that.
Oh goodness, I knew I had to be suspicious. What is that thing? You trying to negate me? I'm injured. Luckily, it is a quick effect. I can literally just chain my ability. If that thing was gonna screw me over, it has been dodged because I'm too fast. I'm simply too fast. So with the Dark Law effects, it almost screwed me over. I literally needed that double or nothing, and it could have been lost to the ether because of that card. And to show you how badly that luck screwed you over, attack, Utopia!
Rising Sun Slash!
And now,
Go, Lightwing Shield!
and now, upon chaining my double or nothing to my utility